College football starts this week. Two things I love doing: fading Scott Frost and PJ Fleck. A tale as old as time. I actually might lay off that Husker line because Scott Frost has got his superhuman offensive line where they throw up 20 times a practice. What the hell was that? I couldn't believe this. Yeah, he casually goes on a radio show and says, you know what, these guys are working. They're throwing up 15, 20 times a practice. Excuse me? And of course, immediately he opens up the next time he speaks publicly with totally walking it back. Yeah, I think I exaggerate a little, buddy. I'm not buying that for shit. Scott Frost has done nothing but lose for Nebraska. It has been an absolute disaster, and I don't think this season is going to be any different. But again, who knows? Northwestern, it's in Ireland. Northwestern isn't any dominant. They both, I could see the Huskers, I guess, pointing out there. I think the line, which is almost 2 touchdowns, is absurd. But I'm seeing some public support, and you guys know I'm never on the public, as I try to be never on the public in terms of betting. So we'll see what happens. That's basically a coin flip for me. I do like Wyoming over Illinois, though. And again, Core Bets will be back weekly this season for football year. Because it's going to be, as we'll get our bets in, and a little bit more about a partnership I'm doing and how you can get in on the action here in just a little bit. But I do like Wyoming over Illinois, 10.5. Might play the points, maybe sprinkle a little money line. Who knows? Wyoming's no slouch, and they're going to totally get up for this game. It's on the road for them, but this Wyoming team had a better record in Illinois last year. I get it. It's the Mountain West versus the Big Ten, but watch out. That even just looking at that line, it's like, wait a second. The Huskers are minus 13.5 against Northwestern, but Illinois is only 10.5 against Wyoming. Maybe the experts think it's going to be a little bit closer than many people might think in terms of public betting. And I just have to play New Mexico State plus 8,000 just on precedent, because wasn't it last year when PJ Fleck lost at homecoming at home to Bowling Green as 30-something point favorites? He's, I think, a 40-point favorite against New Mexico State. I think PJ Fleck's totally overrated. Row the boat. Row the boat what? How about you win a damn game? That should be your new motto. How about you actually compete in the weak Big Ten West, East, the non-Ohio State side? Because now you got some big boys coming to play in that Big Ten. Minnesota's going to find themselves in fucking Conference USA before long. I guess maybe their hockey team will kind of save them in the Big Ten, but football hasn't been too great here in the Twin Cities college-wise lately. So, yeah, New Mexico State plus 80-1, just on precedent. Boston College hosts Rutgers next week. It is a crucial year. Boston College, speaking of odd lines, is only a 7.5-point favorite against Rutgers in Chestnut Hill, and it scares the hell out of me. I think we should blast them. But again, you just never know. This is a crucial year for Boston College. Jeff Hafley, year 3. He was robbed of year 2 due to the Phil Jurkovec injury. Now we lose our offensive coordinator, but I like this guy who came in from Notre Dame. You know what? We'll just have to wait and see. Boston College, we lost the top offensive lineman in this upcoming year's draft, out for the year. We're replacing literally 5 for 5 on the offensive line, which is never good, especially with Jurkovec coming off an injury last year. Can we keep him upright? Can we win some of these games because the win total is what, 6.5 or 7 or something ridiculous? I think that's an over, but you never know what happens. And that's why Vegas is, that's why Vegas does what they do. There's a reason they're keeping that thing low. And I have high hopes for Boston College, but I don't want them to be dashed.